Stu, how big is this job? I mean, we saw the injuries, we saw the standings at the end of the year. How big is this job to get you guys back into a place where you're relevant, competitive, all that stuff?
Well, I like to look at it optimistically, which is how I've done, from the day that I was appointed the GM, which is I don't know how we lost 98 games, and I'll continue to say that. I think that we're going to play better baseball in the upcoming season, defensively and offensively. No disrespect to our past manager, but I think in this guy we found a guy that can motivate the players to play better. And if my portion works out and I'm able to get some pieces that we can put, especially in our starting rotation, then I think that we're going to be better. So when you say how big is the job, if that sounds like a lot, then it's a big job.
Yeah, it looks sort of like a big job. But how secure are you in when Corbin comes back? Presumably Goldschmidt's fine, probably already. All these guys that sort of submarine the season last year.
Well, I mean, when Corbin does come back, I'm hoping that we can, have him be a part of something good in our rotation. He was a big part of our rotation before he went down. And so when you come back from an injury, you just kind of have to wait and see how it's going to take its course. And so we're going to be in a wait-and-see mode. But one thing for sure is that we're going to give him the opportunity to do what he needs to do and come gradually, which should happen. And then Goldschmidt is healthy, which he is a big part for us. Pollock is healthy, which is a big part for us. We've got Hernandez. We're expecting to get him back at some point. Reynolds, we're expecting to get him back at some point. So all those guys are keys to us being successful. But I'd probably much rather concentrate on what we have and what we know, which are the guys that are going to be out there right now. I think, as I said, just what we have, without counting on those guys, the key is trying to acquire a pitcher.
There are a lot of teams here looking for the same sort of thing you are, which is starting pitching, but maybe not spending the kind of money that those big 3 or 4 guys are. Do you think you're very qualified to find those kinds of guys that can pitch in your park, that can thrive under Hale and yourself and things like that? Do you think because of who you were or your career that you might have a knack for pulling a guy that other people either might be overlooking or not believe the same as strongly about?
I wish I could say I possess that quality. I don't know that to be a fact. What I try to do, and I think as everybody does here in this position, is you rely on the information that you get from the people that scout for you. I trust my major league scouts. I've got to trust them. I've got to trust my professional guys. And then the added part is that I think I know a little bit about what I see, and then I think that I've got a good enough network to get the stuff that may be the underlying information that I need to try to make a good decision.